Hey, Joyful Warriors. So do you ever feel like there's just so much weighing heavy on you right now? Do you ever feel like there's just mountains that is just so high that you can't get over them or you can't move them? Let me give you this perspective real quick. So in Matthew chapter 17, verse 20, let me give you a little bit of background story. So at that time, Jesus, he had to heal a little boy who was demon possessed, and he cast out the demon. And then the disciples asked Jesus, why could we not heal him? Why could we not cast out that demon? And Jesus says this in Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. He says this. He says, it's because you have such little faith. For if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains from here to here. And so with these mountains, you can move here to here. But what I've discovered in life, is you don't move a mountain by picking up that mountain to move it here. Actually, the way that you move a mountain is faith through works, right? Faith without works is dead. Okay, you can have all the faith that you want, but without the works, it is dead. So typically, the way that we move a mountain from here to here is through here. Like, what's that? This is one rock. So this is one rock that represents one problem in your life, and you can move it from here to here, and it will be moved. So as you notice in Matthew chapter 17, verse 20, it says, if you have faith, you can move mountains. If you have faith without works, it's dead. So if you have faith and you work hard, it will move. However, let me go a little deeper with that. Did you know mountains is actually not a solid rock? Did you know that mountains actually has water inside them circling around? So as water keeps on flowing around, and if you know anything about water, if you know anything about banks, so the more that water pushes, the more that it's going to have more of a resistance. And the more that it pushes, it's actually the more that you take one rock at a time. Eventually, there's going to be something that's going to happen that's going to push that mountain out of the way, and it's going to literally move that mountain. So this is something that really dawned on me, that it's going to give you a different perspective just as much as it gave me a different perspective. Did you know in Matthew chapter 17, verse 20, it says you can move mountains, but it didn't say that it was going to disappear? The mountaintop Jesus did not say the mountaintop was going to disappear. He said it will move for you. The mountains that you are going through, the stuff that is piling on right now and that is just up to here, it says that it will move. It never said it was going to just disappear, because mountains are essential. You don't want to know why it's essential? So this is what I came up with. When I was in Ohio, basically Cornfield Express, which is all land, everything's flat. As you move up to Wyoming, there's hills everywhere, and I'm like, oh wow, those are big hills. And then I was going up to Montana. Right now I'm in Montana, and when I got up to Montana, I've seen mountains. And currently right now I'm actually sleeping on a mountain. Every night, when I'm on this mountain right here, every night I get to see the city that is before me, and every city has houses, okay, right? So it has buildings, it has lights everywhere, and it gave me this perspective that every single light in every single house, our bodies is a temple, every single house is a light. So the mountains give somebody else to be able to stand on. When you're firm in your faith and you have the mountains, somebody else gets to stand on top of that, and somebody gets to see the glory of God. Somebody else gets to see the light through the mountains that you go through. Somebody else gets to stand on the solid rock that you are built on, and see that. And then when that season passes, then your mountain will surely move. But you have to keep on working on it. You have to keep on taking that rock, and you have to keep on taking it over. Because eventually, like I said, the mountains, there's water in it, and it keeps on cycling around. And eventually, it's going to push. And eventually, your mountains are going to move. And when your mountains move, then you get to either be on top of that mountain, or somebody else's mountain, where you now get to see the glory of the kingdom, that gets to motivate you, that gets to encourage you, that gets to get you to a point where you're like, you know what? It is possible. You get to see the glory of God. You get to see that God is real. You get to see that there's no way that we came from two atoms. There's no way that we came from a big bang. Because all this stuff right here, all the rivers, the flowing water, the mountains, we get to see the glory. And that is why mountains are important. So don't be too quick to say, you know what? I want my mountain to disappear. Because your mountain might be able to encourage somebody else to keep moving one rock at a time. That to me is awesome. God bless you guys. I'll keep you updated. Right now I'm in Montana. Right now I'm currently praying on whether or not to move on down south to the valleys, because that's my next journey. Move down to the valley, because the mountaintop is awesome. But my mountain has to move on so somebody else can stand on it and see his glory.